In this video, I'm going to answer a question where someone said, what is the best strategy for contacting an event?
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue, it is something you are.
All right, so you know you should be contacting people, you're contacting people, but what's the best strategy for actually contacting someone to get hired? Well, the best way is my way, to be honest. I mean, if I tell you that this is the best way, it's the freaking best way. So that's a start. But you got to think in terms of this like dating. When you're dating, when a guy approaches a girl, he doesn't immediately say, hey, let's get married. He doesn't immediately say that. And a lot of speakers do that. A lot of speakers, they start at the end. They approach someone, whether they call, email, whatever it is, and then they say, hey, I'm a speaker and my name is so-and-so. I'm a motivational speaker with a very interactive presentation, blah, 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 blah. That's actually what I used to say. And it was wrong because it's like starting at the end. You're starting and saying, hey, would you like to get married? And I learned that, I learned really quick that type of initial email, that type of initial call, that is literally the wrong way to do it. Because if you put yourself in their position, think about how many emails you get like that, where someone sends you an email and they say, hey, we can increase the SEO to your website, and oh, here's about our company, blah, 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 blah. And then they write on for like 2-3 paragraphs, however long. You just ignore it. And so a lot of speakers seem to do that. So what's the actual best strategy? Well, actually, the best strategy is you contact events literally like you're building a relationship with the end goal as marriage, the end goal as you actually selling them. That's your end goal, is you getting permission to sell them. In a way. And so first you start small. When a guy walks up to a girl, you start small. You say like, hey, how's it going? It's just a simple hello type thing. It is not, hey, you want to get married? It's none of that. It's a simple hello. And in the Event Finder program, I tend to walk you through the sequence and through my whole sequence, and it all makes sense. This is an email that I got from Trish, where she said this. So Trish used to do what I would do. Trish used to just send an email saying, hey, I'm a motivational speaker, and oh, it's interactive, it's engaging, blah, 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 blah. Then she did it my way, and this is what she said. She said, hey, it worked. You're probably asleep right now, so I went off. Or she says, so I sent off the first email and suddenly I'm seeing desktop notifications of them being opened, and I'm already getting replies, some autoresponders, some answers, and some dud email addresses. I hadn't expected my inbox to light up so quickly. For a brief moment, I wondered if I had sent 54 emails to one person by accident, or if I was going to have to send 54 oops apologies. Then, so what if I did, right? Better next time. No, it seems to be working the way it's supposed to. Now, to settle my heart rate, drain the adrenaline, and begin to personalize a second email. So, I mean, think about that. It worked so well that she thought she did something wrong. That's how you think about the strategy of how you contact an event. So the first email is the email I talked about in the Event Finder program. And this is the email where you get a lot of responses back the same way Trish did, because it is set up right. It is set up to say, hello. That's pretty much the first email. And you got to ask yourself, like, how can you set up a sequence to go from hi to let's get married? That's the right strategy for contacting events. And you don't want to think in terms of just contacting them once. You contact them multiple times, because when you contact an event one time, when you're in this mode of, oh, this is an event that I want to talk to, and let me send them a pitch email, let me contact them to get on stage, let me get hired. When you do it one time, you think once, you send that one email that says, hey, I'm a motivational speaker, it's very engaging, very interactive, blah, 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 and then they just say, whatever, and then they just ignore you. So you think along a sequence, think along literally like it's dating, a dating game, going from hi, hello to let's get married. That's the right strategy for contacting events.